It's recording, for Christ's sake. Let's go with the lesson now. Okay. The right posture, whatever that is. More exercise in regards with the Zugzwang, which the compulsion to move, and is that kind of situation in which if you find yourself in, you're not going to like it because you can't pass your turn in chess. You've got to move, and you don't want to touch anything. Good stuff is if you manage to put your opponent at Zugzwang, they will be playing something that they won't be happy with because whatever they play is going to be bad. So let's clarify a bit more. I think we've done already something on a Zugzwang, but I want to add more clarification about it. So here, for instance, white to play. We need to place black in Zugzwang here. So how do we do it? Now, if you're getting with the normal, let's say, whatever normal means in chess, I don't know. So if you go with the urge, the first inclination here, and you go with the king e4 because you want to protect your guy, you want to attack that guy, the other black pawn. So, if you go with this kind of stuff, black is going to play right next to their pawn, protecting it and attacking yours. Then, oh boy, you are in Zugzwang. You have to move, and you're going to be parting ways with a pawn. And not just that, you're going to be moved, whatever you're going to be moving, you're not going to be able to protect the white pawn. Black is going to take, they're going to step aside, and they're going to promote queen and win the game. Guess then who's going to be very much upset? So if you want to avoid that one, you sort of need to initiate a bit of a triangulation. When was the last time you guys triangulated? So look, we're just starting now at least. We played the king to e5. Black just barged in to capture this white pawn. But hey, you've got the saving tempo. Thank you very much. You protect the pawn, you attack the black pawn. King had to move away from protecting their pawn, and voila, you took it now. How do you win? Very easy. I'm pretty sure you guys know. Just step aside, push the pawn, get a queen. That's it, done. Next one. Oh, there are some pawns on the A file. How do we deal with that? Looks like if you don't play the correct move with the Y pawn here, you're going to have to move away from protecting your pawn, and then black's going to take you, and then you're going to lose. Now, if you're rushing and go again, type of bullet, random, crazy stuff, and you're not thinking, and if you go a4, black's going to push a5, and then what do? You just lost the game. You could just very well resign at that very point. So in chess, take your time, sit on your hands, I'm telling to my younger students. Guys, sit on your hands. Don't touch the pieces, especially when you play over the board. Just don't touch nothing. Look, think, make sure you verified it's the correct move. So we've established, my friends, a4 loses the game. Oh no. If you do a3 though, what is black doing? Well, they either move away from their pawn and I'm going to capture, or they push the other guy, but then I'm moving again, and then I'm placing my opponent in Zugzwang. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So I hope you guys now get a better and clearer image now. I love this kind of tactics. Don't rush. In this kind of positions, do not rush. Please notice the white king can't really move. They got only one available square. Okay, don't move, because if you're pushing either of the two black pawns, you're going to be creating a gap. Either push this guy, they're going to move here. You push this guy, they're going to move here. I mean, it's just something weird here. We don't want to do this. Keep the king blocked, but not completely blocked, because you also notice they've got a pawn they can push. Interesting. Might you actually be having a checkmate? Let's have a look here. What if you play the king onto f3? What can white do? So when you do king to f3, you take away the g4 from them. And also, they can't play on neither of those guys. So they will have to push the pawn. And then maybe, guys, you just find yourself the checkmate move. What do you think we're playing now? Should you play? I'm not sure, because if you're pushing that guy now, they very much just go. So you're just creating a gap. Again, that's weakening your pawns. So not that one. Could you probably move something else? Again, it's not the H and it's not the G. Yeah, you've got it, guys. It's the king. Now, the only move available is pushing the Y pawn. And now you're going to be taken, and where are they going to move? Nowhere. So now they were in a Zugzwang, and now you're going to take it, and thank you very much. Checkmate, yoo-hoo. Next one, guys. Oh, I think this one is composed by the famous American genius in the 19th century, I think, Paul Morphy. You guys heard of the famous opera game? You can check in the archive because I've done a video on this one. Checkmating too. Very, very unexpected. Pause the video, or if you're just impatient, no worries. I'm also impatient. Sometimes I'm playing bullets, sometimes I'm playing rapids, but I enjoy the ideas very much. So, what do you think I can do here? You just have to take it in turns, you see. Is there anything happening if you take this guy here, you reckon, guys? I don't know, just have a look there. What do you think happened? Is this really the move we want to? Is there a, what's the quickest way for white to win? What do we do here? By the way, checkmated too. So what do we do here? You know, you take in, not a big deal. I guess they're going to be taking with a bishop then. And what do you do next? You know, it's just not a, I don't like it. It's got to be another way. Do you have to move? Yeah, I don't like it. Not a big deal again. There's no checkmate in sight unless you're gonna put black in Zugzwang. Because imagine the black pawn wasn't here. If the black pawn wasn't on b7, could you possibly deliver a very deadly lethal blow here? Of course you can. You only need to put black in Zugzwang. And mind you, the black pawn is pinned. Okay, so now you're going to play the famous rook a6 here. And what does that mean? That means that we've established that the black pawn couldn't have taken because the king would be in check. And after this one had happened, after pawn had taken, now you're pushing forwards and you do deliver checkmate, guys. So that's about it. Checkmate in one move here. That's fabulous. And if you inquire, let me just go a little bit backwards. Apologies, guys. Let me just go a bit backwards. And now, if you inquire, wait a minute. What happens if they move the rook? Sorry, if they play the bishop. Well, if they play the bishop, they no longer have a defender for the a7, and you very well just take it straight away. All right, cool stuff, guys. We're gonna go with the final challenge here. What do we meant to be playing? Again, Zugzwang floating in the air. What do we play? Well, you move the king away, the black king's going to be escaping. Really, I'm not sure about the future of the game. Now mentioning there is a there is a pawn here. So, I mean, it's just looking very, very weird here. Maybe we can place them in Zugzwang again. We can definitely do that by playing the pawn forward. They're moving this guy, but you know something? They can't escape. They can't escape from this square because the b7 taken by the pawn and by the king. This one is taken by the king. They had to push the pawn. By the way, that's not a great move, but we're going to be taking now. And guess what? When we take, it's not just that we take. We only need 3 tempi to actually promote our pawn into queen. And then we deliver checkmate. Yeah, they go with this guy, but you're going to be promoting first with checkmate, finally. So let me push the pawn. Excellent job here, guys, with this advanced so-called intermediate or endgames studies here. That was the Zugzwang dedicated chapter 2. And see you guys on the live stream, maybe even today, which is the 30th of September 2024, or maybe the next video on YouTube. Thanks very much, guys. Share the video if you feel like to, and see you on the next one.